All right, you're going to have Northern Lights on your left, Tiki's Ohana on your right.
Game on.
Tiki's Ohana's going right to the outside.
Northern Lights loses their first player.
They're going right outside down the outside snake here, Tiki's Ohana.
I like that play because early on in the day, the teams aren't looking for that. Later in the day, I think that play gets a little less workable. The main thing I like to see out of this snake crawler is patience to just go the whole way. I don't think there's nearly as much success stopping halfway and popping up. All it does is give away this move. It is exhausting to crawl down this snake, by the way.
What's nice is if you do it right, you're actually in the shadow as well, so you're not even in the sun.
Yeah, there's a motivation for doing that.
Yeah, I don't think that they see her.
No, she's about to pop up and do a ton of damage.
Is that number 6 or 8 from Ohana?
I believe that's number 6, and if so, that's Camilla Ariano. Here we go. Let the carnage begin.
Yep, she's working the clock very nicely. You can also wrap the outside of that, but great job. 3 kills so far for her. And a concession from Northern Lights.
Great move by Camilla. Great start to the day. That's what they needed to get some momentum. Northern Lights cannot allow that to happen again. And you tell me, but I think the best antidote to that I've seen is actually S2. You get a person in S2, and they can kind of look down the outside of this snake.
Yeah, you can do it from that little wedge. We call it the money. You can do it from the S2, correct. If you have a really tall player, which, you know, Brooklyn, our team is pretty tall, you can also see it from what we're calling the Cobra, which is that outside Aztec.
The snake corner?
Yeah.
Are you actively recruiting tall players? Is that part of the strategy on the Heroines?
It was back in the day, but no.
All right, we're going to have, coming onto the field now, it's going to be San Francisco Sirens versus St. Louis Archangels. Again, both teams having a rough day yesterday. Both of them are going to need a real strong day today and a little bit of luck on the top end of the order to move on to the playoffs.
10 seconds. Game on.
Sirens going right into the snake off the break and up to both towers in the middle.
Good shot on the back, eliminating one of the Archangels.
Sirens making their secondaries, moving up the middle to both the inside Dorito and the brick, and they slid outwards to the snake corner. Now refilling the Dorito side tower.
Archangels do a good job. I don't know if this is Anika or not, but she in the center 50 of the snake wrapping. One of the Sirens is eliminated on the side.
Yep, she tried to take the outside snake, and that is not a very livable bunker if they see you.
Nice move by Audrey right there, going into their box and eliminating the snake. That was not Anika, that was for Archangels. Real good job there by Audrey.
You know, if all that she had done was eliminate that snake, that would have been a trade worthy of doing it. But she kept going and started blowing up the middle. Great move.
Yeah, the Sirens were an original team with the Diamonds. So a lot of these players have been playing, you know, over a decade. Some of their experience showing right there with a great point. So Sirens take a 1-0 lead over the Archangels.
So I didn't hear the communication, but there must have been good communication out there to let her know to take the snake. Because I don't think at that moment had the snake player started shooting, giving away her position.
If she might have, there might have been a code that she was looking snake side.
Yeah.
But Audrey did a great move, came up, gun up, hit her with her first ball.
So taking the field, we got Brigman, Lopez, we got McGowan.
Looks like Put is the last one. Kim.
Heading to your right is going to be Northern Lights. Northern Lights, from what I know, a little bit split as far as where they're coming from.
Yeah, they're both east and west coast of Canada. I see Aaron Scott for sure.
30 seconds.
I had the pleasure of having Aaron join me in the booth yesterday.
3 seconds.
All right, Tiki's Ohana up 1-0 on a fantastic snake crawl. I don't think I'd dip into that well again quite so soon.
It is nice going wide like that and being successful on the first point. It opens up your playbook to do some stuff up the center, which Ohana immediately takes the box in the center.
Ohana also gets to the snake corner, which is actually kind of a tough run to get to on the breakout. It doesn't look very far, but you got to run through some lanes that are definitely going to be there.
Good spread by Northern Lights as well, though. They're in the Dorito 1, the tall center tower.
The
Well.
Tiki,
Excuse me.
the Tiki snake corner gets into the snake. She's going to start crawling up to probably the S2 and maybe bypass it right to the 50.
Still have a 5-on-5.
Tiki stopping at that S2. Between her and the brick, they got a good cross. They can really lock up any movement up the middle.
Northern Lights bumping up the field and now in Dorito 2, the inside Dorito, as well as Snake 1.
Northern Lights coach deciding the Dorito side is the side to push. Oh, Tiki's Ohana tries to move up to that inside Dorito. Does not work. She gets blown up, likely by that middle tower. Oop, here we go, jumping outside. Is this the same?
Now that yeah,
No.
I think she got over unseen. She doesn't want to pop up here if she can help it.
I believe that's Gillian Brigman.
And if she can just avoid the temptation of popping up
Yeah.
here.
So when you're in that snake, first of all, stay low.
Yeah, she's seen.
This is about to, yeah, and I think I saw something hit her on the left side. It bounced. She's still alive.
Did she get the player
She
in front
did.
of her?
She took the
Nice.
snake player in the corner.
But
They're going to
she-
send another body.
Now she needs to wrap the outside here and try and kill the snake corner first if she can.
I think she's got clean shots in the Dorito on the others, both Doritos. Let's pick up some quick kills. Oh boy. So if I'm the Northern Lights coach, I cannot be happy that I've let that happen 2 games in a row. They got to come up with a counter to that.
Yeah, normally the jump over happens at that snake 2 or it happens way back at the beginning.
Mhm.
That happened at the snake 2, but everybody on the Dorito side was heads up. And even the Xbox or that tall tower was looking D-way, and nobody saw the player jump over Brigman. But good move by her.
Also, that tower in the middle, she was down on the knees, so her odds of her seeing that jump over even got worse.
Who sees that a lot is the Dorito 2. So the Dorito 2, if they're cross, has a good shot on the snake 2, and even if they can't shoot the player going over, they can certainly see the jump. But if the Dorito 2 is heads up, they're not going to see it, which maybe Brigman looked over, saw that Dorito 2 was looking Dorito side, decided that that was a good opportunity to jump over and get on this outer snake.
So how viable do you think playing the end of the snake is on your side of the field, as far as using that as a defensive position to stop that outside snake crawl? It's angled inwards towards the field. It seems like a really dangerous bunker to play.
It becomes real dangerous if they have that center box. If they don't have that center box, you can live there even 5-on-5. But yeah, it gets a little sketchy when they have the center box and they're trying to really make you play the end of it.
Because it's either that or S2. Like I said, S2, you can kind of look around. You put yourself in danger to try to get a glimpse down that snake outside lane, but at least you can choose to do it. Yesterday, I actually saw some teams put a guy in the S2. Clearly one of his roles was to peek over to double check that it's clear. Unfortunately, by the time he did that, the other team was already past them. He didn't think to look behind him in the snake.
Right.
30 seconds.
So I would advocate, if you're a snake crawl this weekend and you get into this, you get all the way to the other team's end, right? You get into this. I would advocate slow down and take small shots. What I mean by that is if you just let out an ungodly stream, first of all, it's an audio clue to the other team that you're there, and second of all, a smart player might pick up on the stream of paint and trace it back to you. So you're going to have wide open backs. Just take 2-3 shots at a time.
Sirens here on the right-hand side.
Angels on the left. Angels into the S1 off the break and up the middle into the brick. I think we have 5 alive for both teams.
Angels now are going, looks like they're going right to the snake 50. They lose their center player. 5-on-4 for Sirens. Sirens are on the inside Dorito as well as Audrey's here in the Xbox or the tall tower.
She's going to wrap, see if she can start doing damage. Dorito 50 hot for the Sirens, though. She's going to wrap the outside, start looking for kills in the middle. And I believe that starts paying off. She takes the brick. Now the Snake's going to take a walk.
And the Angels Snake 50 got shot over the top, so there's only two
players left alive. They got the Dorito corner and the Snake one.
Yeah, and then we got Lexi here now for the Sirens up here in the Snake 50. I think that's Allison that's backing her up. Audrey coming through the center.
Smart play. I love that. So the Siren player, after seeing that she didn't have a great shot on that Dorito corner, immediately dropped and started crawling, which a lot of teams yesterday couldn't seem to piece that together. If you're on their side of the Snake and they either return fire at you or you don't have the shot, just drop and keep crawling.
To add to your point about playing that very end of the Snake,
yeah,
a lot of people will look inside first, which I'm not. There's a lot of different ways to approach it, but if there is somebody in that Snake corner, I like going on the outside first. Shoot, that's the close person that could bunker you pretty easily once you shoot your gun. To your point, try to shoot that person with your first 1 or 2 shots only.
Yep.
And then you just work the clock backwards, and that's ideal. But you're never in the ideal situation.
Nobody trains to how to play the other team's 20-yard line.
Yeah.
That is not in the training regimen of I think any team. This is all new territory, folks.
But whether you're playing that bunker from your own side or the other person's side, the most protected you are is playing the end.
Yeah, playing the outside back of it.
Yeah, the thickness of the bunker.
Northern Lights into the Snake off the break.
Looks like
nope, they lose their Snake player.
Ohana loses a player as well.
So 4 and 4. Northern Lights has a Snake corner. They have, I believe, middle tower. Now they're up into D1. No presence up the middle, really, as far as that box is concerned.
So Ohana has 3 across the back, and then they have this center brick. Northern Lights has the center tower, the Snake corner. Now they just took that inside Dorito, Matt.
So which team is going to probably move their Snake corner into the Snake first?
Ohana tries to go through, and they're on their side of the box. I think she did it successfully.
As long as she's smart about her gunfighting, she should be okay, and I commentated cursed her. So sorry.
Did she take anybody?
I don't know. I can't see. Dorito's side she might have been able to take a body. No, I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't see anybody coming
I think that inside Dorito might have caught her. And the inside Dorito moves up to the 50 wedge. A little bit of a drop back from that center tower to the Snake mini wall. Oh, I think we might have had a hopper hit. We did on the Snake corner for Northern Lights.
So it's still a 3-on-2 for Northern Lights, or is it?
Northern Lights have the 45-yard line inside Dorito wedge. They have the Snake mini wall. So it might be just 2. Snake mini wall going into the Snake.
Ohana definitely has the center tower and the Dorito corner. They're shooting at the Dorito 2 on the outside.
So there's a wedge over there on the 45-yard line that Northern Lights are currently holding.
But they're shooting at Ohana's Dorito 2 like there's someone there.
No, you are correct.
So I don't know if there is actually somebody.
Yep. And now now Dorito 50 has been taken by that inside Dorito wedge. So they got Dorito 2, Dorito 50, and the outside Snake wall. Bold move.
Oh, yeah, Ohana needs to watch. So that's that shot I was telling you about that Dorito 2 has on the Snake 2. Good shot there by Northern Lights. There was a third Ohana body that came out. So they're in Dorito 1 now. So Ohana has 2 bodies alive.
Unfortunately for Northern Lights, they lose their Snake player, and that leaves this side wide open. Now, the good news is the Tiki's Ohana Snake player just walked off a minute ago. So otherwise, that Ohana player could have just went down the entire length and blown it up. So everything's kind of compressing over the Dorito side at this point.
Ohana player here in this center wedge is, I think, unsure if the snake side is clear. She's playing this side of the bunker, wrapping it.
She has to be careful about that Dorito side 50. I don't think she can move forward without getting chewed up. She needs to win a gunfight with that Dorito 50. I might advocate for that inside Dorito wedge to maybe move backwards to move sideways to try to spread the field because they're both bunched over there.
Nice shot right there.
There you go.
See, oh, she just runs through the lane of the next one, though. Was a good shot by the Ohana player.
That was Christy Farinacci. She won a gun battle there with that Dorito 50, which is a big kill. She just wasn't aware that that Dorito 2 was also hot.
So I believe it's a one-on-one now with Dorito 2 versus Dorito 1.
We have, actually, Dorito 50 is hot over there for Northern Lights.
That might be the last player then, because she just eliminated the first Dorito 50 that was over there.
So I think we got a one-on-one down the Dorito side. Uh-oh. Oh, she came right out into a waiting gun.
That might be Aaron.
I think you might be right. Aaron Clark, number 7. Aaron Scott, excuse me.
And approved.
Good job there, 2-on-2 battle. Came down to a one-on-one. Northern Lights gets on the board.
You win on one-on-one, let you go back to your pit and say that you won it all by yourself. Go full superstar on your team. All right, taking the field again, we got Sirens versus Archangels. Sirens up 2-0. That was a long point, now that I think about it. That chewed up a lot of clock. Those of you that were here yesterday, you might have watched Greenville Growl versus AZ Battlezone go 15 full minutes without scoring a point and then go into overtime.
30 seconds.
I think they used up 4.5 minutes of overtime before somebody decided they wanted to win that one. That's long paintball, folks.
I don't know how they had enough paint.
You know what? That was my concern too, but I didn't see anybody run out. They were down to 1 or 2 pods each, but.
All right, again, Sirens are on your left. Archangels are on your right.
I'm assuming the Sirens are going to run for the snake. They've done it each point.
Game on.
Nope, she pulls up short.
They're calling someone out. Yep.
Yep, both teams lost a player, so it's 4-4.
I think the Sirens have lost 2.
Oh, another Siren player getting a check. Yep, and she's out, so another Siren player down. A little bit of confusion over there on that check. So Sirens holding the snake corner, that middle tower, and the brick.
I believe this is Webb that's here in this center box here. They eliminate the back center of Archangels, so it's a 3-on-4, I believe, right now.
Yep. The bad news is for the Sirens, they don't have any presence out on that Dorito side. And I think the only player that could do that really is probably their tower. Is maybe back out and swing over, but that tower is such an important bunker, I'm not even sure it's worth it. I don't believe we have any Archangels threatening to take the snake at the moment, not the corner.
I think they're in that, well, they're definitely shooting at that snake angled bunker on the outside. We're blocked out, but it does look like some refs are looking at that spot.
And as I say that, one of the San Francisco Sirens bounces out to the Dorito side. Our bunker's immediately refilled from the tower. I'm not entirely sure anybody picked up on that sideways move for the Sirens. There we go, number 17 for Archangels, looking out the right side of that box. Now she picks up on it. That'll be Kelly Ludke. And it works. She takes out the Sirens player that was holding down that Dorito side.
I think Kelly's on the Sirens. Excuse me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's the Archangels.
You are correct. That would have been Julie Latta.
Good move by the Archangels up the Dorito side. They take the Dorito 2. Audrey's here in that center brick.
Snake corner for Sirens. The only thing trying to hold back that Dorito side, and it's such a long shot. Frankly, I think it wouldn't be that hard to win gun dominance for an Angel player and just go ahead and slide up to that 50. And there he goes. She's up to the 50.
Audrey's
It's going to be a
making
run
move.
through. It's well timed. Oh, it's a trade. So at that moment,
Oh, a flag. Looks like a yellow. Oh, sorry, red too, but I don't. How many? Nope, he's holding up 2 fingers.
I'm not sure they have the bodies to fill that. They don't have the bodies to fill that. They're going to stop the clock. I believe that means Sirens is going to get the point by default.
They're pointing that the penalty might be on the Sirens. Normally, a ref points to the side that the penalty's.
Mm-hmm.
So they looks like no, but they now he's only got 1 finger, and I see an Archangel coming off.
So once the dust settles, I'll probably go have a conversation with the head ref. The head ref is Jason Friend. This crew, I thought, had a very good day yesterday. The only controversies they had involved technical problems where the buzzer went off when it shouldn't have. So they're pointing off to the right side, which would be Archangels. I suspect something went down on the Dorito side.
No, I think it was that center exchange. I think they were saying, excuse me, that maybe Audrey got her clean.
Well, it wouldn't be paintball without a reffing meeting with the coaches. This is the standard. You know what you do in this situation? Look which coach looks more upset after talking to the ref, and that will tell you what just happened.
Yeah, it looks like Archangels.
Yeah. Poker face. You got to have a coaching poker face. All right, well, we haven't seen the score updated. So as of right now, they haven't awarded the point. There's still a little bit of discussion.
So we're either going to see Sirens still up 2-1, or they're going to take a commanding lead and go up 3-0. Right now we have Northern Lights walking onto the right-hand side. Tiki's Ohana going left.
I'll try to go find out.
We got Northern Lights, a dye-sponsored team, going out there in their dye jerseys. Matt's coming back now. Give us a little rundown.
So, first thing I hear is the word major entering the conversation, which is never good. So it sounds like the Archangels player out on the Dorito side had a bunker exchange, got hit before she got there, continued the play, shot the defending Siren. That's the major. They don't have bodies to fill it, so I think they're going to have to start down by 1. Coach is accepting it very well. No screaming. I haven't seen a clipboard thrown yet. That's great. Maybe it's too early to summon that kind of passion.
So that should bring this match 2-1. And then we'll be jumping to the Ohana Northern Lights. Who's up next? What set? Who's on the next set?
You are.
Reverse point.
All right, they're reversing the point. Next game, we are going to see the Cheetahs taking on Femmes Fatale and Heroines versus Suricatos. Any predictions on the Heroines Suricatos game?
I think it's going to be a close match.
Very politic of you.
A lot of playoff implications in that Cheetah Femmes match.
Yeah.
Cheetahs went 2-0. Femmes went 1-1.
Do you watch Tammy Addison doing a lot of run-throughs in the middle yesterday?
I did.
Nice.
All right, so this is a close match too. Ohana's 2-1. Northern Lights again is on the right-hand side. Plenty of time here.
So far this morning in this first match, I've seen a lot of snakes being taken off the break. I've really only seen a player pay for that run maybe once so far.
10 seconds.
So if I'm coaching, maybe I start talking to my players, putting more guns on that lane.
The snake is definitely the more safer side to push.
Yeah.
Off the break anyway.
Game on.
Tiki's Ohana goes wide. Oh, they try to go up the middle, doesn't make it to the brick. It's going to be 4 and 5. Another Ohana player getting a check up the middle in the tower.
Good progression moves by Northern Lights. They're now in Dorito 2.
Yeah, very
Both
good.
towers. They're up in Snake 2. Snake corner. So good spread right now.
Both teams into S2. I think the Northern Lights player picks up on it first. Missed her shot, though.
Northern Lights is calling kill 2.
I think that, is it kill 2 or snake 2?
Yeah, you're right. It might be that they're yelling Snake 2.
No, you are right. They're calling kill 2. I think their count's off.
Well, I see only 3 Ohana right now. So it might be correct. I see the Dorito side can, the middle tower, and the Snake 2.
Yeah, nice. I think you might be right.
I just didn't. I only saw one walk off also. So unless they had a premonition.
That's not fair. All right, so we got command tower up the middle.
Northern Lights, nice wrap.
Oh, nice kill. That's a big kill. If the Northern Light players is about to die, she's asking for a check.
Yeah, Northern Lights doing a really good job moving up on the Dorito side as well, playing off this snake movement.
She's live, so that is not. Yeah, that's it.
Northern Lights is going to tie this one up. Their count was off if they were calling kill 2 because they just eliminated 3 more after Snake 2.
Yep. Northern Lights trying to double check now.
Looks like they're 5-0 though.
I believe so. I don't believe there's any Ohana's players left. Oh no, I take it back. No, yeah, that's it.
Nice strong point by Northern Lights, tying this up 2-2.
All right, 2-2 with just about 5 minutes left on the clock.
We talked about this set earlier. It may not have playoff implications, but obviously this is the second event and the last event going into World Cup. So you're trying to get some better seeding, get a better position going into World Cup. You know, you never want to be in one of the bottom seeds if you can help it. That way you have a better bracket going into the prelims for World Cup.
How much tougher is it on the women's teams to find good practice partners? Do you feel do you feel it's necessary to travel and practice against other WNXL teams? Are you okay practicing against mixed gender teams or male teams?
I think it's always important if you can to practice three teams. You try to play a team that's better than you, a team that's maybe a little bit below you, and then a team that's around your caliber. Whether that be female or male, it doesn't matter as much.
Bunkers are the same, guns are the same.
Yeah, but that's what we like to do, or at least have one team that's around our caliber, and maybe 2 teams that are slightly above.
All right, well, Archangel's going to lose their player trying to get to that Dorito corner. So immediately 5-4 advantage for the Sirens. However, Archangel's into the snake. They're starting to move up it. I think she's going to go right to the snake 50. However, when she pops up, she better look left fast because they're already moving through the middle.
Nice move there by Audrey.
I think she's still alive. No, I'm sorry. She's walking off.
But there is one live. Anika, I believe, is live.
She's going to blow her up.
No, that's...
I think I'm okay with that towel. Even though the Archangel snake player was just about to turn and blow up the person going for the buzzer, she was outnumbered. All right, we're going to go back to a tie game. Tiki's Ohana versus Northern Lights, 2-2. Just under 5 minutes on the clock.
That does put that match at 4-0, though, doesn't it?
Now you're asking me questions I can't answer. I'm lucky I find my way to the field each day. Don't ask for much more.
It's hard for a coach to see the snake player in that 50.
She would have gotten swarmed. Yeah, I'm fine with that towel. I know the player was frustrated because she was lining up for a free kill and then had the towel go on her. And that feeling as a snake player, I just got to the 50. Everything's going to go great now. And then to have have a towel go off.
10 seconds.
All right, so Northern Lights is now on the left. Tiki's Ohana on the right. This is a 2-2 match. Lights just won the last point to tie it up.
So Northern Lights spreads out to that Dorito side, but puts nothing really on the Snake side.
Too bad she hit that bunker.
Yeah, gave it away.
I don't think they saw her.
I don't think know she's there now. Tiku's Ohana takes the other team's brick right off the break. I saw that a little bit yesterday. It's definitely a viable play.
Yeah, it's even a better play if you can play off of it and try to, you know, now all the guns are inside. You try to get down this outside Snake maybe right now.
Right. I see a lot of teams don't do a good job capitalizing on a move that distracts all the other guns.
Right. That was something, you know, in the old 10-man days, because you had so many players that doing that one distraction and playing off of another person's move, I think it was a little more prominent back then.
On the Hurricanes, we had a play we called Rabbit. And if I said I was Rabbit, that just meant I was going to run through the middle, never pull my trigger, draw as many guns as possible, and my teammates move on the backside. So just a sacrifice. You're going to draw 4 or 5 guns, and you're going to get blown up, but your teammates better be moving off the backside of it.
I don't think they know that she's still on the other side of that bunker.
No.
So maybe she did get in there clean.
So here's the question. Who's going to, from an audio cue, figure out that they're not alone?
Well, if she's looking Snake away, I would assume she'd be blowing up the Snake 2 right here. So
well, that's the thing. If the Snake 2 looks left, she's going to blow up that brick.
Yeah.
And if the brick looks left, she's going to blow up the Snake. Oh, there it might happen.
She's looking by her.
Yeah, but she's playing the outside of the bunker.
Wow.
Oh, and they're going to trade. The Ohana player was playing the right outside of the bunker. The Snake couldn't see her.
Northern Lights eliminated another back player from Ohana.
It's a little bit of an aggressive towel. How many Northern Lights players do we have left?
It was a 3-on-1.
Okay.
I only see Ohana alive in the Snake right now.
Yeah. And the Snake is not where you want to be to defend a 3-on-1. Pro tip for those watching at home, if you're in a 3-on-1, 2-on-1, you don't want to be in a laydown bunker. That is almost undefendable.
Is it really a pro tip if it's coming from us?
Damn it, Anthony. You've blown my cover. You know they'll scratch for just about anybody to do these webcasts. They'll just...
3 seconds.
I think it's usually, you know, if it's free, it's for me. That's, I think, the policy of this webcast.
Yeah, pretty much. Just like the OT policy at Boston Paintball back in the day. Thank you very much.
3 seconds.
All right, so we got Sirens on the left-hand side, commanding lead 4-0 over the Archangels on the right-hand side.
10 seconds.
We've got about 3 minutes on the clock.
Game on.
Oof. Sirens player going up the middle doesn't even make it to that first tower. That is good shooting by the Archangels. So 4-on-5. I believe Aaron just took that Dorito corner for the... no, that couldn't have been Aaron for the Sirens.
Really good move here by number 14 from Archangels, getting up into the Snake 50 undetected.
That would be Vivian Pham. Unfortunately, there's a penalty behind her. It's going to be a minor. 2 bodies pulled.
3 bodies.
3 bodies walking off all at the same time.
Yeah, that's...
Vivian's going to have to do a lot of damage up here real fast.
And she's noticed by the Sirens now, too, so... And they're all flooding D-Way.
And she's out. That was a gutting penalty for the Angels. Oh, I think she just got clipped on the goggles. Yep, going in. I'm not sure I like that move forward anyways in that kind of number situation.
Yeah, that Snake corner is one of the best bunkers on the field, so in a low body situation, it is one of the bunkers you probably want to be in.
Yeah.
But 4-on-1.
The only reason you're going to move forward in 4-on-1 if you see a really, really sneaky move. I also believe that when something like that happens, like a penalty goes off and suddenly you realize you're basically alone, a lot of times you do have a window of opportunity, maybe 20 seconds, maybe less than that, maybe 5 or 10 seconds, to do something crazy and sneaky, because after about 5 or 10 seconds, the other team figures out the body count and they're going to shut that door. So I'm not advocating that you should always run forward in a 3-on-1. But if you're going to, do it really, really fast, because that window of sneakiness is going to close on you.
So to recap that match, which Sirens dominated 5-0 over Archangels. So congratulations, Sirens. Archangels still have 1 match to play. I guess every team still has 1 match in this set after this to play. So hopefully Archangels can bounce back in their final match and try to get a victory at this event.
All right, Northern Lights on your right, Tiki's Ohana on your left. Tiki's down by 1 point. They got just about 3 minutes left on the clock. I see a corner run for Ohana. Nope, I take it back. She's going to go to that snake mini wall.
Oh, two people coming off on the Northern Lights side, both from the snake. So I don't know if it was a penalty or both of them got eliminated, but the snake corner got shot first. I believe she got a penalty.
Tiki into the S1. Tiki's still 5 alive.
I think if you see another quick elimination from Northern Lights,
Northern Storm, a New England team.
then you're going to probably see a concession so they can have a chance of winning this match still. Actually, I guess you still have overtime.
Who thought about doing a run through over here for Tiki. That's number 6, Camilo Ariano. Thought better of it, pulled back. Tiki can't afford to lose this point. Oh, as I say that, she gets tank hit. So Camilo gonna take a walk.
Yeah, she's upset with that. She knows that she had an opportunity.
Also a big loss because that was, I don't think Tiki's position to get into the snake again, perhaps from the snake corner. But she's busy right now trying to prevent Northern Lights from getting into the snake themselves.
With Northern Lights up 1 point, they're in really good spots if they want to try and hold here.
Yeah, clock is ticking down. We're at about 1.5 minutes.
Yeah, I think the Northern Lights player is trying to get one of her players to look this way, and maybe she could go cross.
Tiki's Ohana needs a sense of urgency here. And they're unfortunately shooting at empty bunkers.
There's a possibility of Ohana getting into the outside snake right now. But
Yep.
actually, that's going to be too long to crawl.
Yeah.
Wow, and Ohana also loses their center player.
Yeah, this is slipping away from them. This snake corner's got to do something creative and something real fast.
Good move by Northern Lights, getting a little bit wider here in snake 1, but starting to wrap inside. Ohana's.
She has to stay on her feet. There's not enough time to do otherwise. Oh, that is
A great move right there if she's clean.
if number 8 is hit by that snake player.
She's got to wrap this. She's got about 20 seconds. 30 seconds. Nice play
Yeah,
right now by Ohana, trying to force overtime.
They have a chance here. Get to the buzzer. Don't wait. Go, 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 go. 14-13.
She's trying to get a check, but
I think she was checking the clock, seeing where they were at for time.
24 from Ohana. Is that
It's
Watson?
clean. That is Kelly Watson.
Good move there by Ohana. Kelly Watson cleaning it up, but real good move, forcing all the guns snake way.
That was also a very dangerous for the Northern Lights snake player. She brought her gun up really a little bit late, and if she had shot the opponent, that would have been a major under 60. That would have lost it right there. So a little careful on that one.
Yeah, that's why I was wondering if Northern Storm was just going to stay in that God bunker, cross up, go. It looked like she was communicating to her center player saying, hey, you look snake way, I'm going to look D way, and try and lock this thing up. But I think actually getting that second kill out of the center for Ohana made Northern Storm, I apologize, Northern Lights go on the offensive when they were up a point. Maybe they needed to slow down just a bit. But we still got ourselves a match, which is great. We get to see an overtime point, potentially.
So they just asked them if they would like to play the 9 second remaining on the clock. I thought under 10, you don't even launch the point.
In the pro division, you ask.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough. It's a courtesy.
Yeah.
You get this courtesy time check. I don't see either team rushing onto the field, so I think they've declined, which is fine because 9 second run. Hey, Hydrofit and Indiana has a release headband yesterday at 10 o'clock in their booth. I was not able to be over there, so neither one of us stocked up.
Nope.
I don't know if there's any left. We might be running this commercial more as a taunt to the audience than an actual.
Yeah. If someone
advertisement.
could comment and tell us whether or not there are any left.
Yeah.
But I would definitely still stop by the Hydra booth and check. They've got a lot of other great products over there.
But if they're out of them, definitely throw a fit. Like, try to throw in a "Do you know who I am?" That always works when you want something.
Well, you could probably buy they have a custom loader coming out as well. That dropped a couple weeks ago, so they're pre-selling those.
If you were here looking off in the distance, Atlantic City is shrouded in morning fog coming off the water. That is going to burn off very quickly here in the next hour or so. And I believe you pulled some strings to get the WNXL the morning game, so they're not going to roast in this heat today.
Well, the first 2 years we did afternoon, and some of the semi-pros, I could see their faces when they had to get here at 6 in the morning. So I felt like this year it would just be fair if we took the morning, and that worked out for us, definitely this event.
Yeah.
10 seconds.
You know, I'd always rather play the mornings, but it depends on how many of those teammates you have that stay out till 4 in the morning. You know, regardless of the tournament, they just don't care.
I would always rather play the morning, but
Yeah. All right, relatively conservative run up the middle by Northern Lights. Unfortunately, they lose one of their back clears immediately. So 5 on 4.
Time finished.
So they did play the 9 seconds.
Stop. No points. Overtime.
What's the value in that? I mean, I'm
you-
asking.
Yeah, you and I have the same opinion. The only value in that is try to get a penalty on somebody.
Yeah.
But
Yep.
hope both teams are smart enough not to fall into that trap. So now we'll go to the overtime point.
And what I'm about to say, I'm not capable of, but running the length of the field in 9 seconds. Let's say by magic you had a shield on you that the other team couldn't hit you. I'm not even sure I could run the length of the field in 9 seconds. So the only hope is a major penalty under 60, which gives a reverse point. All right, well, we are going to go to overtime. Northern Lights, Tiki's Ohana, all tied up. The loser of this game, unfortunately, will realistically completely eliminated from playoff contention. The winner of this game has a chance, but it would require some of the top seeds to stumble throughout the course of today.
Yeah, especially with it being a tie game, so your margin's only going to be +1 when you win. So it will be very tough for even the winner of this one to move on without, like you said, one of the teams that's 2-0 to go, 2 losses today.
Yeah, Heroines are 2-0, right?
Correct.
I'm just saying for ratings, maybe you could
Try to lose a game.
2 games. I need
2
to lose
games,
2 games.
okay.
Can you do that?
So we can do like what the NHL is doing right now, and Florida was up 3-0. They needed the money, so now Edmonton won the last 3 games.
The fixed reffing.
Yeah.
Speaking of other sports, congratulations, Boston Celtics. High five. Now the rest of the country hates us right now.
Actually, yeah, I forgot that Northern Lights was in this set, so they're definitely rooting for Edmonton to come back.
Yeah.
Someone could put this in the comments. I definitely am. Usually I really follow hockey a lot, but I don't know if anybody's ever come back from a 3-0 deficit. So I know the Red Sox did it in baseball. I don't think anybody's done it in basketball, being down 3-0, but Florida was up 3-0. Edmonton Oilers won the last 3 to bring it to a Game 7, so.
I feel like, wow, I feel like I just hit puberty. I feel like in the NBA, I thought I heard during the finals that 1 team or 2 teams in NBA history came back from a 3-0, but obviously it's extremely rare. We might have mentioned this yesterday, but you of course know Adam Rand,
Yep.
truck stop from Malicious Intent. He had done a bunch of data crunching a year or 2 ago, and figured out the odds on what happens during a match when you go down by 1 point versus 2 points. And if you go down by 1 point in a paintball match, the first point, your odds drop dramatically. Like you drop to like 15% odds of winning the match.
3 seconds.
So that kind of explains why, especially in the pro level, you see teams play the first point so conservatively.
All right, Northern Lights looks to be on the left-hand side. Tiki's Ohana on the right. We are in overtime of this first set, WNXL second day.
Game on.
Relatively conservative breakout, which unfortunately is not conservative enough. Northern Lights snake player is going to take a walk.
Ohana has that shot dialed in. And Ohana's on the outside of the snake undetected, so they're starting off like .1. Ariano is on the outside snake.
Camilla trying to do what she's done already. You know what? If Northern Lights allows this to happen for a third time, a third time in this match, they're going to kick themselves.
See if Ohana can just stay alive behind her right now. They have the center Xbox. Kelly Watson's in the other tower looking D-way. So they got a good cross right there. They have what I would call the home bunker and the first can on the D side. So they have 5 alive. If she can get all the way down.
If you are watching this at home, you do not understand how exhausting it is to crawl this entire length of the snake, fully clothed, in the heat, with a butt pack on, and what is essentially a 5-pound barbell in your hand. It is exhausting. Here she goes.
All right, she got 2.
Mill's going to blow up that tower.
She's got 3. And that's 4. She's got all 4 of the remaining ones. So Northern Storm.
Wow.
Jesus. Northern Lights, I apologize. We do a webcast at home.
With Northern Storm. Camilla is going to win this one in convincing fashion in overtime. Definitely team MVP of this match.
Northern Lights played a really good match. Ohana just had this outside snake dialed in. And that snake off the break shots, because they've had that a couple times. Northern Lights definitely has something to build off of with this match, though. So hopefully they can go into their 4th and final match. But I believe that's Ohana's first win.
That's their first win of the weekend. Again,
I think it's the first win of the season for them.
Well, congratulations.
As a franchise. So
either way.
Congratulations to Ohana.
If I'm Northern Lights, I've absolutely got to be kicking myself to allow that snake crawl happening. I think that's the 3rd time this game.
Well,
match.
the 2nd time off the break,
yeah.
But yes, they need to have eyes on that. That is one of the things that you need to do on this layout. But again, I think Northern Lights has a lot to build off of.
Mm-hmm.
Very close match, very entertaining match. So I'm hoping that both of them have success in their 4th match. And then Sirens really did put it on Archangel. So hopefully Archangels can go back to the drawing board and have some success in their 4th match.
All right, well, when we come back, you're going to watch Cheetahs versus Femmes Fatale and Heroines versus Suricatos. We thank you so much. Thanks for joining us on a Saturday morning here with the NXL. We'll see you in a few.